Hi Virgos, how are you? Welcome to your you and them reading. This is different than the X spread that I do. This one is called the you and them. And it's you, what you're thinking, what your energies are, what they're thinking, and what their energies are. And then one challenge card, one benefit card, and then one outcome card. This is a really good reading for just to get a high-level overview, especially for your person, to kind of get an idea of where they are. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, ex, crush. Okay, Virgos. What are the messages for Virgo's person? Virgo and their person. Virgo and their person. Two more shuffles. Okay, so Virgos, this is you up here. This is your person down here. And then challenge, benefit, outcome. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, so there is a lack of trustworthiness here. Someone is angry. You could be dealing with the water sign. There is anger and frustration at the heart of the issue. Someone walked away possibly, and now barriers are up. And then there's a sense of freedom with the Nine of Pentacles here. So whether you're enjoying yourself, Virgos, starting new projects, maybe starting new work, figuring out a way to earn more money, but you're really enjoying what you've got going on right now. Your barriers are up with respect to your person anyway. Someone did walk away. Could have been a water sign, but they walked away because it was a situation that you couldn't trust, or they couldn't trust. Could just be that it wasn't the right time. Let's talk about you, Virgos. We have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands reversed, Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Emperor reversed. So, bookending these two positive cards, Ten of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment, Seven of Cups, options, okay? Looking for options, seeking insight. We also have an element of control here in the negative sense, with the Emperor reversed, the element of control, and then also an element of not being in a situation where there can be a celebration. So we kind of know that's the case, Virgos, because there's a walking away. There's definitely upset, angry energy here. There is someone that's trying to be somewhat controlling, someone that can be a little anger, or just someone who's not in charge of their full self yet. So in terms of partnership, Virgos, I mean, you're kind of looking at them thinking they've got to kind of tie up some loose ends first to get themselves under control. I'm not going to do there's nothing to really write home about here, is what you're thinking. I want there could be potential, but I'm keeping my options open because I need something I can be really proud of. That's your mindset. Let's talk about your person. All right. Whoever your person is. I don't know if you subscribe to the whole soulmate thing, twin flame thing, connection, if you're crushed, I'm not going to get into all that, but I am going to say here that whoever your person is, whoever you're asking about, where are they energetically? Well, we have the Knight of Swords here and the Three of Swords reversed. So they're trying to fix something. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed along with the Page of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an air energy, and they're very focused on you right now. In an interesting kind of way. They're not offering or communicating to you, Virgos, in a way that can be trusted. You don't fully trust it yet. You need them to show you something and prove what they're saying, but they're just saying. They're just acting, but it's kind of irrationally. So I feel like you need more substance from them in order, and more time to pass, because this is a slow communication, right? Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, it's a slower moving energy. So they might be coming in trying to fix stuff quickly, and you're thinking to yourself, great, thank you, but I'm going to need to see more of that for a prolonged period of time before I pass any sort of judgment about this either way. Which could ultimately be making them a little bit more frustrated. Now, the Five of Pentacles reversed is a very good The Five of Pentacles reversed is a very good card for their energy, because this means that ultimately their intentions are in a good place. They actually want the situation with you to be win-win. They want to do what's best for you and what's best for the relationship and what's best for them. So they have a very broadened perspective of what you guys have, what you guys are dealing with. And they're really trying to, maybe not very effectively, but they really are trying to work on this in a way that will be best for everybody. So again, honest, good intentions, but how they're going about this might be a little confusing to you. Seems a little rash, but they're trying. Now, challenge is the Four of Swords. Again, the Four of Swords reversed. So upright, we know the Four of Swords has to do with rest and healing and thinking through things. So when this is reversed, they're not really thinking. Again, and we already know that. And this isn't just about them, but this is the situation as a whole. But we already know they're not thinking because they have the Knight of Swords here. So this is acting without thinking. This is the challenge. There needs to be a little bit more thought before there's action. Benefit is the Nine of Wands. So the benefit here is that there's definitely interest. There's definitely enough energy to fight another day. So they want to come back for more. You're willing to give it a try, but stuff has to change. Okay, you're both willing, but things have to change a little bit from both of you. Now the outcome is the Strength card. So the outcome is the Strength card reversed. Now when the Strength card is reversed, this has to do with the inability of controlling oneself. So there might be a very strong attraction here that temporarily trumps any sort of clear thinking. The intention is there, but the inability to control yourselves is trumping, and that's what you're actually acting on. Which, if you were thinking a little bit more clearly, that could be a little bit more beneficial, okay? So I'm going to pull one outcome card, or clarifier. Let's clarify. Actually, let's pull a clarifier on the Five of Pentacles reversed. Because I like that this card is reversed in there for them. And then another one on the Strength reversed, and one on the Emperor reversed. Five of Pentacles, then Strength, then Emperor. Please clarify these. Okay. Please clarify the Strength and then the Emperor reversed. Off the top of the deck, one more shuffle. So here we can talk about the rash actions that they are taking, the poor communication, but the best intentions. They're really worried that they are not going to they're really worried about this. They want to make the best impression. They want to show you that they're being honest and tried and true. And so, you know when people get a little quirky because they're nervous? and they don't say the right thing or they act all funny. I feel like that's what this is for them. Like they really want to figure this out, but there's definitely some awkwardness occurring. And it's because they're kind of stuck in their own head. That's why I said the intention's there and the actions seem really rash and poorly thought out, but they're actually really trying to do this right. They're just stumbling on themselves a little bit. Okay. The Emperor reversed clarified by the Ace of Pentacles reversed. You have stuff going on in your life, and it makes you angry when someone is wasting your time. And so you can get very angry when someone seems to be honest and trustworthy, and then you realize that there aren't. You're not going to let that kind of happen again. This is very prominent in your thoughts. Yeah, and again, here we have Strength reversed, clarified by the Ace of Swords reversed. So there is a lack of clarity right now. All right, you guys there's a very strong attraction, and it's jumbling things up right now. All jumbled up. All right. Okay, Virgos, if you want this reading, a personalized version of this reading, that's on my website. It's called You and Them. It is different from the X spread. I will show you how the X spread looks. I've done it before, but it's been a while, so I'll do those again, probably mid-month next month or later this month to show you the difference. Okay, Virgos, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.